Me, John Kennedy, help from serendipity, jump a nip nippity, oops, my publicity can't be put. All right, happy New Year to all the Dormtainment fans out there. It was a blessed 2015, and it's going to be an even bigger and better, more abundant 2016. I am your host, Rome Green Jr., and I'm back at it. Now, I do want to thank everybody for going to buy Broken Famous 2. It is still out. Please go support it. Please go check it out. We worked hard on it, and we pray that you guys will enjoy every bit of it. I have another special guest with me. Before I even get to that, I just want to wish everybody a blessed New Year. I hope everybody's safe. Hope everybody got to be with their families and really just take in all the blessings that they had and be appreciative of the life that we are given to live by God each and every day. So I just wanted to say that. And now I want to get into my special guest. Now, last time I interviewed my beautiful mother, Pam Gales, and I was in North Carolina, and now I've came to Atlanta, and then outside of Atlanta, about an hour outside of Atlanta, in Macon, Georgia. I am here to interview another special family member. Now, some of you may know him as the one and only DJ Slice. I know him as my father. A beautiful soul, kind man who has raised me to be a great gentleman that I am today. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing my father, Stevie Jerome Green, aka DJ Slice.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be able to co-host this.
Hold on now.
This event.
You co-host now.
Co-host.
How you gonna get on here?
Because back long time ago, when this little boy was still wearing those diapers that had little funny characters on them, I was in the mix of DJing, and they should put him in the high chair so he can watch.
Hold on.
So some of his broadcasting skills were instilled in him long before he knew how to even articulate
now
the words. As he does so eloquently now.
Okay. Now wait. Now you don't get on my podcast co-hosting. I said I was the host. Now we gonna get to those questions. Don't just jump ahead. Now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
This is my first time on this rodeo. So I'm gonna sit back and let you hold the monkey this time. Only this time.
What in the hell does that mean?
You will learn about that later in life, but right now you ain't ready
hold
for
the
it.
monkey.
I'm gonna let you hold the monkey right now. So
it sounds derogatory, but we'll keep it moving.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. First and foremost, thank you. And where were you born? Tell the people where you were born.
I was born in Sarasota, Florida.
He's a Florida boy to the heart, ladies and gentlemen.
It's about 45 miles east,
swampland,
southeast of Tampa. We know it as Sarasota Get Down.
That's what I never knew they called it the Get Down.
Yeah, it's Sarasota Get Down. It's the 2-7. You don't know about it if you ain't never been there. You learn about it.
The 2-7.
I grew up on 2435 Leon Avenue, down the street from the Brass Rail.
With my beautiful grandma.
Yes, ma'am. And that's my mother.
Shout out Eula. Shout out Alfred, my granddad.
Right.
Now, growing up in Florida, first off, I know it was hot, yo. Every time you used to take me there, in the summer. It just be hot. It's humid. Like, were you one of those play outside type of kids, or were you one of the stay? Well, never mind. You know, that's old. Grandma was old school, so I'm sure she made y'all go outside. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice.
So it was no choice.
It wasn't a choice of playing in the house. Wasn't no playing in the house. When you come in the house, you're gonna eat, sleep, go to bed, get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Ain't no other time for no social media type of things.
Yeah.
You played outside. You
Okay.
didn't come home
until
it was time to eat or before it was dark. But you got to be home before it's dark.
Oh, yeah,
the sun catch you out there, and the sun go down, and you somewhere where my daddy got to step out the side and say, "Stevie!"
That's how he said.
And then it's wrong. If he got to step outside on that porch and call me, and I'm not in ear range of a voice, then I'm in trouble.
Now, did you what do you remember your elementary school?
My first elementary school.
How many you?
During the time when I first went to school, we had something came out that's called busing. You know, it was
busing.
Segregation. We were allowed at that point to travel on a bus and to go to schools that we were being integrated in. Before we went to local schools in the neighborhood where I went to Booker Elementary.
Elementary,
school.
That sounds like it's a lot of Negroes there.
It's a lot, Booker. A lot of Negroes. Nothing but Negroes. Negroes from here.
Not niggas, but Negroes.
And my first experience of school was called Head Start. I went to Tuttle Elementary.
Tuttle. Tuttle. T-U-D-D.
Not Turtle. Tuttle.
Tuttle. Okay.
Elementary school.
Okay.
Where I first learned how to say I pledge allegiance to the United States of America.
That's when you first learned to pledge allegiance.
I first learned that. That was the indoctrination into the schools back then, because you weren't allowed to go to schools until we learned to pledge allegiance.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I went to Booker Elementary. We went back over to Booker Elementary. And, and I say my first grade teacher, Mrs. Clark.
You remember your first grade teacher, Miss Clark?
She loved me. She loved me so much.
Because you was a good student?
Well, I was a student that didn't look like I would get into trouble.
That's what they say about me. I must get that from you.
I had that persona about me that no matter what was going on around with me, that I looked like I never had anything to do with it.
Okay.
And most of the time,
that's called sneaky as well.
Yeah, most of the time I was like the person that kind of got it going. But when all's said and done, I looked too innocent to have done that.
So now, so basically, you could start something, but you were able to blend in and fake the funk, and they wouldn't know that it was you handling business, that you was out there doing the dirt.
Yeah, because I made sure that I brought my teacher an apple a day from home. And my mom hold on. Where are you taking that apple? I gave my teacher an apple a day. She got an apple on her desk, and it came from me.
An apple a day, keep the bull away.
She would ever suspect me of doing anything wrong.
That's a good tactic. Hey, y'all listening out there, take somebody an apple a day, get their health up, and they won't think you did nothing wrong. Now, do you have siblings?
Yes, I do have 6 other siblings.
Yes, you do. That family is large on that side.
I like to call myself as the alpha male, because I am the first son of the 7 children that were born to Eula and Alfred Green.
Wait, you the first?
I am the first son.
Okay, you're the first son. Yeah,
so it doesn't matter who came before me. I am the first son. I said alpha male. So let's get that straight.
So it's you, it's Stevie. What's next? Who's the next one in line?
There's Stevie.
Then there's Uncle
Mark.
Then there's
Scott.
Uncle Scott.
Uncle Travis.
Uncle Travis. Then there's Auntie
Tracy.
Auntie
Teresa.
Auntie Teresa.
And then there's my oldest sister.
The oldest sister.
Auntie Nene.
Auntie Nene.
Or Margaret, they call her.
Shout out.
Call her Chubby too.
Shout out to all my uncles and aunts, man. Y'all been holding it down for a long time. Now, the people know me for spitting rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't do just comedy. I flow. I do music now. I got one of those uncles in there. He used to rap and used to play his his tapes when we would be headed down to Florida. Which uncle was that? That was
Uncle Travis.
Uncle Travis. Now
diehard Tupac.
Yeah, no, he was definitely a diehard Tupac fan.
Diehard.
Now, when I was younger, I ain't know whether or not it was good or not. So
it was poetry.
So when I got older, I didn't really get to listen to it. Do you have a tape laying around, or you got something? I got to go back and listen to it because I might understand it better now. That
all I can say is Machiavelli, but
what that got to do with
it? If you wasn't back in that day when Tupac was spitting rhymes in South Central, MJG and 8 Ball, and the real hitters like that, the Ghetto Boys, and you wouldn't understand that era, or what they were talking about.
Okay.
So Uncle Travis, being the man that he was, a young man, he's still a young man. He's a Tupac extraordinaire,
and that's beautiful because Tupac was a poet. Tupac is he shaped hip hop. So I get that. Now I do want to continue on your childhood because I want to stay in order. Now what I do want now, did you fight with your brothers and sisters?
There were times when I, as the oldest male,
once again,
would have to establish boundaries.
Oh, boundaries
within the family structure.
Okay.
Certain things were not allowed to happen, with my little siblings that where I had to regulate.
Okay.
So to speak.
So,
but there was one time where my oldest sister cut my hair.
Oh no! No!
But that was not allowed back in the day.
Now, you told her to cut your hair, or
I didn't want to go to the barbershop because the barbershop man always cut my hair skin tight and left. I had the egghead, so I didn't like the egghead part.
You still got an egghead.
Well, but it's a grown egghead now, so it's not the same type of egghead. You can't say egghead. It's part of my knowledge.
It's a grown egg. I feel box. You. We smart. I get it.
Yeah. So
I get it.
Leave that alone. I'm kind of sensitive in that area. That's why I ain't got no bald head yet. But don't go there.
Man! So she cut your hair.
She cut my hair and she left a spot in it, but the spot has never went away to this day. And my dad, the Afro Green, he put something on it that day. All I can say, he
put something. Yeah.
She never cut my hair again.
Now, where's the spot at?
It's located in the same place yours gonna be. but mine is a little more shiny right now. But it has hair around it. But don't worry about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, my father just doesn't want to go bald. Like, I'm trying to tell him to go bald. It'll look fine. Go bald, grow your little beard, go tee out, get your sexy on. You know what I'm saying? And he don't want to let this one top part, just let it go.
As long as it got waves in the top, waves on the side.
But you have
waves in the back.
It's bald in the middle, then it's waves.
It don't matter. You leave a little hair up there, they like to feel the hair. My wife love to feel that little piece. That's baby hair. You can't cut the baby hair.
Ain't nothing baby about that hair.
Leave the baby alone. I ain't asked you to take the baby out of the bath water. Leave the baby alone.
See, now you just throwing old phrases at me, and I don't know what that means. That mean? All right, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Again, you haven't you haven't come to your moon yet. When you get to your moon, you'll know about the dirty baby in the bath water.
The funniest thing ever.
So, and until you get there, we gonna keep we gonna move on
Okay.
in your segment.
Yeah, no, this mine. Yeah, this I run now. You was the alpha male in there. I'm the alpha male on the podcast. I do this.
Well, are we gonna get back to my childhood, or are we gonna go to your childhood?
We gonna get there. Don't worry about that. We gonna get there. Now.
Ooh yeah.
What you mean? Ooh yeah. Now.
Ooh yeah.
Now, what do you think? I just want to keep it while you were younger. While you were younger, I guess between the ages, do you remember anything pivotal that happened in your life to where you were like either inspired or like did grandma teach you anything when you were younger that just really stuck with you? Like when you were not like high school young, but like middle school or like elementary school young. That some things you tell a kid something and it just sticks with them like to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there anything that she taught you when you were really young that still is pivotal for you today?
Well, I can say that what she instilled in me was a kind heart and to be nice.
Okay.
To people, and they'll be nice to you.
That's very true.
And she always showed me that it's okay to humble yourself to do something that no one else would do.
Yeah.
As long as you saw value in what you were doing, then it was okay.
So as long as you know the importance of what you're doing, it don't matter what nobody else has to say about you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because people do not validate you.
Yeah.
God validates your works.
Yeah.
No matter how minuscule they are in other people's eyes.
Yeah.
The value is what's instilled in your heart and what you're doing it for.
Okay.
And not to be seen, but just in a way to serve.
Yeah. No. And would you say you were the peacekeeper in the house? Like
I would say I've always been the peacekeeper in the house. I've always been the one that would look at things in a calm manner. And, and if things got too out of hand, which they did sometime. I have memories of those things too, but I would always try to be the comforter.
Okay, that's funny. I reason I asked that because in the group they call me the peacekeeper. I'm the like I'm not really. I ain't gotta argue with you. My demeanor and my personality and just my energy is not of arguing. Like if I need to argue, I can. But at the end of the day, I just like to have this calm, cool energy about me, and that's what the guys really like that. What I was gonna say was also did you have to, because I know you got an older sister. Now, did she teach you anything? Did she like guide you in certain things? Or
I want to say she really did inspire me athletically because she was very fast. One of the fastest girls I ever knew in school.
Which auntie is this?
That's my oldest sister,
Nene?
Margaret.
Okay.
She had ran track. She was 2 years above me.
Yeah.
But she inspired me to be more athletic for track and field.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that I got more medals than she got in the Junior Olympics every year.
So this was in high school.
It was actually in elementary school.
This is elementary school.
Where we had Junior Olympics. Back then, today kids don't have Junior Olympics. You have Thumb Olympics. We don't know what that is, but you play games. We actually been outside and we used to run the 50-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
I used to do that.
The 440, the 880.
I do that.
And
I used to do that.
Our PE time was actually physical exercise time.
So what you're saying is they don't have physical exercise.
We didn't have cell phones and things like that. We had to go make our fun by exercising.
Yeah.
And we exercised from the time we got out there to the time we went back in for lunch. And we actually went in the gym and we showered.
Wait. In elementary school, y'all was out there showering?
In elementary school, we went back to our respective classes, and we showered in the 6th grade. We had to shower.
Yeah, I said six. You said elementary.
Well, no, elementary school we didn't shower.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to say that's a little funny.
We just went back to lunchroom.
Yeah, but in 6th grade,
right.
y'all okay.
6th grade,
All
6th, 7th, 8th grade was.
I'm gonna jump to high school now.
But I would say that, hold on. That I did have the record for the most miles in the 4th grade with 440 miles for the year, because I ran at lunchtime all around the track. I was in the Milers Club.
So you ain't eat lunch?
I ran. I didn't need to eat
stupid.
lunch. Well, back in the day, it was free lunch. So wasn't nobody paying for it. But I did get some chocolate milk and pig in the blankets. I used to like that.
Y'all had pig in a blanket?
Oh, we had pig in the blanket. That was the favorite meal, pig in the blanket, and that other stuff, that shepherd's pie. I like that.
That sound old.
Shepherd's pie?
Yeah, no, that sound real old. That sound like it's some old lady in the kitchen whipping up the shepherd's pie. Some old black lady with a lot of hips.
Well, back then, son, you had to eat what you had to eat. You ain't had no choice.
What you mean back then? Right now, I got to eat what I got to eat. I ain't got no choice.
You ain't go to the line and point the thing and tell somebody to put it on your plate. You went through the line, and walked there, you ate it.
You ate it, yeah.
That's what you ate until you got home.
All right.
There wasn't no snack machine.
So you was a chocolate milk dude. You wasn't a vanilla milk. You wasn't a regular.
I'm straight chocolate milk. And I ain't drinking nothing white.
Oh man! All right. So real quick, was Sarasota a dangerous area?
Well, I'm gonna tell you back. Sarasota was during the 60s, because I was born in 1962.
Damn!
Watch your mouth. But I'm still sexy.
Hey, well, hold on now. Relax.
Well,
relax.
But I was born in 1962, August 12th.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the Leos out there.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Leos.
And you got to remember, during that time, there was a lot of racial conflict.
Yeah.
In the United States.
Yeah.
And as a young man growing up, I can recall curfews where we in Sarasota were not allowed to be on the streets past 6 p.m. Before it got dark, whatever time of season it was.
Yeah.
And if you were found out about at that time as a young person, then you were put in jail. And oftentimes, if you were older, 18 years, but if you were a young man, you were not allowed to be on the streets after 6 p.m.
So if you was 18 and you just happened to be on the streets after 6, they could lock you up.
You were stopped and questioned.
And you could possibly go to jail.
Many times you would go to jail. And then we had riots, or we had where they would block off the streets and people would lay out in the streets with dashikis and psychedelic clothes on, and Black Power signs and stuff like that. And at the time, I didn't understand everything that was going on.
You didn't
I didn't understand the whole movement, but I understood that something wasn't right.
That you were getting.
Right.
That you weren't being treated fair. That you understood that much.
Right. We were not being treated fair.
Yeah.
And
That's crazy.
We heard a lot of things going on that night. There were shootings. There were.
Now, did that affect you mentally? Like, did that?
I didn't let it affect me as much mentally. Socially, I was still able to communicate with the Caucasian or white people. We called them back in the day.
Yeah.
Or they call them white crackers. I don't know. But I didn't have a problem with when we were integrated of adjustment.
Yeah.
But I did have a problem with adjustment where I was in classroom when I was really quiet. The teacher would often ask me what is wrong.
Yeah.
And yeah, remember we were being bused to integrate in schools that we had unheard of and
Yeah.
15 miles away from home. So
And you ain't know the people there. You ain't know.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
so that took some time getting used to all of us.
Yeah.
So, and because of everything that was going on, there were always clashes of racism in schools, even in the high schools. I remember in junior high school in the 7th grade where the 9th graders would riot with the kids in high school. The blacks would go over because it was across the street with bats and tire irons and knives, and they went to riot. I didn't know what that was about because we were a little younger. And my thing was I just wanted to play basketball, play football,
and learn.
And learn, and that's it. But there was something going on around us. We all was aware of it, but
that's crazy. It's so crazy how far we done came. Because you know what I'm saying? Like I'm so far removed from any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I am so far removed from any of that. When I just remember going to school. You know what I'm saying? And some of my best friends are white. You know what I'm saying? And black and all types of races. So it's kind of, even though I recognize it's always been there, but we didn't have it to the extent that you guys had it. You know what I'm saying? And that's. It's kind of crazy just to hear you talk about it because I never even knew it was like that for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's.
I remember one particular day when I was you and I were in the car and I was to bring you. We were coming back from Hillsborough going to Fort Bragg, and I asked you, "Did you know what a slave was?"
Yeah.
How old was you? Were young. You were about maybe about 6 years old.
Yeah.
And at that point, I felt it was incumbent of me to let you know where your heritage was at.
Yeah.
And you did not know
what a
slave was because at the time they were not teaching you in school about those atrocities that happened. And even though it's a shameful part of our history as Americans, it's something that has to be known so we appreciate the efforts of those that have come and gone before us, and that we know how to, we know how to embrace that and move forward into, and do better for ourselves.
Yeah.
So I really like to let our young black men know every chance I get to understand that we come from kings. And we are heirs of kings.
You heard that, ladies and gentlemen. We come from
emperors.
Kings. You know what? I thought I was being arrogant a while ago because, being an entertainer, you deal with women, and I've dealt with some women, and I let them know I'm out here trying to be a king, and Emmanuel can attest to this because me and him talk about this all the time. I'm out here trying to be a king, and I'm not even trying to be arrogant. I'm trying to be a king. Like I'm trying to do king stuff. Like, and you have to understand, you either gonna be my queen and rock with me, or what else? I can't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here trying to be a king. I'm trying to get back to my roots. I'm trying to be a king out here.
Exactly. You're heir to the throne.
Exactly.
You have to conduct yourself as such.
As a king, yeah.
Be worthy of the honor of being a king.
Exactly.
And
I'm glad you understand.
And who would not want a queen at their side to be their companion?
Exactly.
To pick me up, to lift me up, and we lift each other up, and we carry that throne as
together.
one. Together.
Now, I'm gonna skip the high school real quick. What high school did you go to?
I went to Sarasota Senior High School.
Sarasota Senior High School.
The home of the Sailors.
The Sailors.
Sailors. The Sailors.
He even gives you a spelling lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Home of the Sailors. Now, in high school, did you play any sports?
Yes, I did. I played basketball.
What position?
I played point guard.
You was a point guard?
I was the point guard.
Now, 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 I don't know how good you was because I done played you a couple times, and it was a long time. High school was a long time ago, so I ain't gonna even get on you like that.
But football, they called me Green Shoes. Basketball, they called me Mean Green.
Okay, so you played point guard, like what years? Like 9th through 12th, or
I played point guard in the 9th and 10th grade. I played point guard.
Okay.
That was the extent of my basketball in high school. Due to for some financial reasons why I had to.
Okay.
Move on and support other means of the family structure.
Okay, and that's king stuff. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yes,
you gotta take care of your family.
Exactly.
Now, football, what'd you play?
Football, I played. If we go back to elementary, I played quarterback.
I said in high school.
In high school, I played safety.
You played. You know what? Cam gonna laugh at this when he hear this part.
Back.
Let me tell you why Cam gonna laugh at this portion, because Cam swears up and down that I'm the size of an NFL safety right now. I'm 6'2", about 210 right now.
That's about the quintessential size of NFL football player in the safety position.
Yeah, and it's just funny because every time at first he was saying, and I was like, Cam, like, nah, man, I ain't the size of a safety. He's like, nah, like you solid, you the size of a safety. But now that you say you played safety in high school, maybe I was meant to play safety in another life because I never played safety when I played football.
Back when we were growing up, safeties, those guys in the NFL were small guys. Look at Jack Tatum, from Oakland Raiders. And those guys, safeties were not big, but they hit hard.
Yeah.
They hit hard.
And Florida, hey, like for those who don't know, man, Florida be having athletes coming out of Florida, man. Florida got it's just so many players in the NFL that this Florida got they bred to play football. A lot of them play football.
Yeah, it starts out with the Ringling Redskins field. They call it Pop Warner now, but
Pop Warner, yeah.
The Redskins football league is what we played in when we were in.
So it was called Redskins back then, not Pop Warner.
Yeah, because they used Indian tribal names. Because being in Florida, Seminole country.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It was all Arapaho, Chippewa, Apache, Navajo. All those of our football teams.
You know the rapper Future?
I know Future. Okay. I like Future.
You like Future?
I like Future.
You like Future?
I rock Future.
You rock Future?
I rock Future. I'm a DJ.
Okay, listen. We're going to get to that, too. We're going to come back to Future. But I just want to say that we were talking about Indians. And for those who are listening right now, Emmanuel came to me one day, and he pointed something out to me that I never thought I would ever see. But Future looks like a pure Indian.
And you know what? I can attest to that because when I look at him on his videos,
he look like an Indian.
If you look at his facial structure, his bone structure, from a profile point of view, he does look like a Apache Indian.
He could be on a Redskins helmet.
He could
be that, or he could be on some type of coin.
He could
definitely be on a coin. Yeah. But shout out to Future, man. I love his music.
I like his videos too.
We'll come back to that. You don't need to be watching that. You don't need to be watching those videos.
Boy, I was watching videos before you would even have them Pampers. Back then they had BET with Donnie. That guy had the green eyes. Donnie, somebody on BET Soul Train.
Look. All right. So you played football. Now, how long did football last?
Football lasted 8th and 9th grade, and when I got over to, I played basketball. I wanted to play basketball, and football. I love football. Don't get me wrong, but my coach, me and the coach didn't see eye to eye.
In football? Why didn't? Like, what was the issue? The
issue was that there were some things as a safety that I wanted to do, but that I didn't. I'm used to playing backyard football, and man, we called it in the old project days. We played we had a chicken fry every year. Well, we had neighborhood team, put numbers on the back of the T-shirts and name of your favorite player. We drew it and we colored it.
Oh, y'all was serious.
And we had tournaments in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we would do that, the people came out and we called it chicken fry because everybody brought food out there and they barbecued and everything.
Yeah.
The boys, we played football and we ain't had no pads. We tackling out there, we ain't had no pads. And we had some real ballers back then.
Yeah.
So when it came to playing football in a, I guess what you want to call an environment where there was structure.
Yeah.
I was more of a freelancer.
Okay.
Because I can get to the ball.
You was quick.
I was quick. I wanted to do interceptions. And I might have played out of position a few times.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So, and the coach wasn't allowing you to be you.
No, he wouldn't allow me to be me.
Okay, I get that now.
But what he allowed the other kind of people to be themselves. But when it came to
Green
me being me,
yeah, it was an issue.
A whole different story because we were getting
most
of the accolades.
Okay. I get it.
So you can't. We couldn't do that on defense.
Yeah. They want you to show out.
They wanted somebody else to shine.
Okay.
Sometimes.
You know what? But it's all right though. Because you move past it and it teach you and you learn and you grow and and you don't take it personally. And now,
it's just at that time let me just bring this up.
Oh, go ahead. No, do your thing.
We were in I guess you call it physical education, and I was in 8th grade, and the state guy that was in the wrestling tournament, number one guy in the state. I had to go against him in just PE.
Yo, I wrestled one time. Wrestled one of the most tiring things ever.
He had won the state. I never wrestled there in my life, but I knew how to do Dusty Rhodes and all that. Jerry Briscoe.
You watch wrestling,
right?
Yeah.
So I beat him. I wasn't even a wrestler, and the coach didn't like that. He was thinking, how in the world can you beat my number one guy in the state? And you play football and basketball, but you beat him in wrestling. And he didn't like that. So he told me to go run laps.
Because you beat him?
I body slammed him. I didn't do traditional wrestling. I went back to the hood wrestling. I body slammed him.
You body slammed him.
I scooped him and slammed him.
You was on your king stuff.
I was on my king stuff. I was on my king stuff. I was in the jungle. They was in the room. I was in the jungle.
You was in your mind. You was in the jungle. You was surviving.
I was surviving. He put me out there in front of everybody in the pit.
And you wasn't about to get embarrassed. We don't do that. He said, "Nah, you ain't about to embarrass me."
I slammed him. I must have heard him because he told me to run laps because he didn't fight the next week and he didn't wrestle next week in his tournament. And that was something that I remember that.
Hold it down.
Yeah.
Well, I wrestled in 5th grade once. I got beat. Cause
I think I might have. I can believe that because in 5th grade you didn't have the agility that you may have now.
I was getting pudgy. I was getting a little pudgy.
Yeah, you were eating them chocolate donuts.
Now, in high school, we about to speed it up a notch. Now, did you have a girlfriend?
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. It's time to get down and dirty.
Nah.
Come, what you mean? Well, listen. When I did the podcast with Mama, you gotta be open. What's going on?
In high school.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me go back to high school.
Yeah, take it back.
That's when we didn't have a cell phone. We had the phone in the house that ring all the time.
Yeah, the house phone. Yeah.
You had to turn the dial.
You had to turn the dial. I don't know nothing about turning no dial.
And back then we didn't have a cell phone where we can where we had contacts. So what we did have was black books.
Oh, I know you had a black book. I know DJ Slice had a black book.
My black books started out. I would say I started in the names of my black book when I was in about the 10th grade. When I understood what the black book was used for.
Oh yeah.
And by 12th grade, my black book, I could flip through pages. I had to put a tab in it.
You had to color coordinate it. The black book.
There was what I didn't want to do is have a local girlfriend at the school.
See, you smart. You smart.
Yeah, because I was on the football team, so
Oh yeah.
I like to have my girlfriends at the schools we played football against.
Okay.
Because therefore, when we went to go play them, it was all about the visiting team and not the home team. So I got a lot of numbers at the skating rings after the game.
Yeah, so that was the hangout spot, the skating rink.
Skating ring, but you had to know how to skate.
You knew how to skate.
Oh yeah.
I can see you out there. I know you was out there skating.
I knew how to do the crossover.
You was out there dressing too, wasn't you? I know you was. I know you ain't dressing nothing in nothing that wasn't clean.
Oh, I was clean.
Oh, I know.
And like the first day of school in high school, oh my, we was so clean. I mean, there was one brother. Now I got met Mike Alfred. He was clean.
Mike Alfred.
He was clean. He was smooth, dark skinned brother.
You know what? It's a lot of mics. Mama had a mic when she was talking about her high school days. You got a mic. What's up with the mics?
I was voted as the best dressed. Me and Mike Alfred.
Best dress?
Best dressed.
Hands down.
Hands down.
When nobody seeing you.
They couldn't touch me. My tennis shoes had railroad tracks. I had Pumas, I had All Stars, and I had Adidas.
You was living good.
Adidas.
Now you work for these?
Oh yeah, I had a summertime job. I worked with Cedar. Cedar was a Sarasota Exchange technical.
Okay.
So summertime I did my.
So
work.
you was stacking change in the summer. You was.
Yeah, I stacked change in the summer, and then I bought my own school clothes, and I gave my mama some money. I used to keep it under the mattress.
Take care of the family. You just keep it under the mattress. You don't do the bank.
No, I ain't go to the bank.
Under the mattress. Mama needs something. You go to the bedroom.
The interest was underneath the mattress. It wasn't in the bank. The interest was if she needed it, it was there. So I made sure that
real life. That's real life right there.
That I had what I had, and Mama had what she had for the kids when they needed something.
That's a real man. That's once again we bring it back to the king. That's
for brothers and sisters.
Okay. Now,
but there was a couple of girls.
That's what I'm about to say. I need to know. Did you have a girlfriend?
I had plenty of admirers, and I had girlfriends.
Plural.
I had girlfriends that I didn't even know that were my girlfriends.
Oh, they was claiming you. They was out there claiming.
They claimed me. But
oh man, they be doing that a lot nowadays.
That
too.
was a different era then, because we used to play they run kiss the girls, whatever. And then
wait, hold on, you're not just gonna skip over that. What you talking about?
Well, we had a game back
kiss the girl.
In high school. You catch a girl, you say, "Will you marry me?" And she said, "Yeah, you would kiss her." But she said, "No, you're supposed to slap her and run away."
Wait, what? Slap her and run away?
Yeah. She said, no, you're supposed to slap her and run away. And most times the girls have big hands, they run you down and hit you in the back. And it hurt.
Now that's an ignorant game.
But I never had anyone said that they wouldn't marry me. So
because you had it like that.
I was good. I had a way of, I was smooth about me. Because I wasn't real loud in classroom, nothing like that.
You was chill.
So when I asked a girl to marry me, we played
serious.
that game, and they would say yeah. Most of the time they say yes.
But I need to know. So did you have a long-time girlfriend at any point in high school?
Well, I did have one. Yolanda Tate.
Yolanda Tate. Now hold on.
And Lisa Waiters.
Before you describe Yolanda sound like she was light-skinned.
Well, Yolanda was from New Jersey.
Oh, man. She from up top.
They moved down to Bradenton, and I lived in Sarasota. And
New
I
Jersey
met her in
girls be
Southeast
tough.
High school basketball game.
Was she light-skinned?
She was caramel brown.
Yeah, she was light-skinned.
but she had that fire.
Hold on. Yo, hold on. Hold on. She had that fire?
She had that fire. I would truly say she introduced me to that part of discovery.
Yo, this is the funniest thing. I didn't think you was gonna be that open, but that's what's up.
Yeah, she did.
That's real life.
There was one
This is a part of
time
life.
I came home and my neck was hurting, and I told my mama, I said, "Mama, my neck hurt."
Yeah.
And she said, "You got a lot of mosquito bites on your neck," and I knew then that I had never had those things called hickeys.
Oh, Yolanda introduced you to hickeys.
She was part vampire.
She was part vampire.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was.
Yes, she was. Yo, Yolanda Tate.
Yolanda
Yo,
Tate.
shout out to Yolanda, man. Introducing my
Tate.
daddy to Discovery.
She got about 9 kids now. None of them mine though.
I bet. She got about 9.
Yeah, Yolanda went with me through high school. Even though she was at a different high school.
We got a young baby in here trying to come in and interrupt.
Yeah.
Go,
Down there.
go. My little brother in here. His name is Gideon, and he is.
Okay, you just do your thing right
okay.
now. You do your
Be
thing
quiet.
on daddy fingers.
He's be quiet over there. But so okay, so that was Yolanda. You said another girl name.
Lisa Waiters.
Lisa Waiters. Now was she light skinned?
Light skin. Sure. Lisa.
Okay.
Okay. Handle your business.
Go handle your business.
Joshua.
I think Josh sleep. We ain't editing none of this out either. We got a little baby talking about he want to pee big. Go ahead.
Somebody got me. Gideon. Joshua, take
Take your brother
Gideon
to the
in the
bathroom
bathroom.
and pull that door up.
Yeah, close the door, son. Huh?
He right.
He in the bathroom right there in the dark. That's good. Don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is fatherhood at its finest. You just point and you just you tell them to do things. And let me turn off. Go ahead, keep talking about Lisa.
Okay, Lisa Waiters. Her daddy was a pastor. And I met her. Funny thing about Lisa, she happened to go to the same school that Yolanda went to.
Okay. Oh, she went to the same. Oh, so you was over there
So
acting
Lisa
a fool.
was refined, and Yolanda was ghetto.
Oh, you was tripping. That's what you was doing.
You know, I had one from the east side of the track back then. There, so Lisa was refined, but she was sneaky.
Lisa was sneaky.
Lisa was sneaky.
This was like 12th grade?
That was 12th grade.
Okay. All these like 12th grade.
All those 12th,
okay.
those
Okay.
12th grade. There was other ones too, like Dorothy and
Dorothy sound like she make pies.
and Kim. You know, there was others.
There's a few, but you talking about
the one that
Yolanda and Lisa.
they impacted me that were they were very significant in my upbringing.
Okay.
Development as a young man.
Okay.
My sensuality was
sensuality or sexuality?
Sensuality. I'm just saying. I learned how to be sensual.
Okay. All right. I ain't mad at it.
So
I ain't mad at it. So all right, cool. So Lisa.
Sometimes you have to let somebody else drive. But
yo, you wilding right now.
I'm just saying.
You keeping it 100 for the people out there.
100, but
because it's real life.
Lisa and Yolanda.
Those are the ones that were significant.
But there were others. There was Tangi in Detroit, because I did take a trip to Detroit in my 12th grade year.
Hey, shout out to Detroit.
With my best friend Tony Walters. My first time flying on an airplane was in 12th grade.
12th grade, that's the first time flying.
12th grade, I
Okay.
flew to Sarasota to Detroit,
Okay.
Michigan. And I must say that my welcome committee from Miss Sister Cynthia Walters and a bunch of her girlfriends was awesome.
Yo, shout out to the D-Sound. Yo, Tay, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit, that was a whole...
That was a whole nother ballpark
ball
for you.
game. Yes, sir. Different ball game.
Man, you had it like that. You sound like me.
Yeah, different ball game. I left my mark up there, too.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
I left my mark up there.
Yeah, I did.
Nah, I feel you. I done left my mark a few places.
So that like I did those places. I got to travel thanks to my grandmother, Dorita Ziegler.
Shout out,
love her, shout out, keep her. And she's still with us to this day, 86 years old.
86.
But I was given the opportunity to go visit my best friend's hometown.
That's my best friend.
And we flew with him and his family, put me up for a whole summer in Detroit, Michigan.
You spent a whole summer in Detroit.
A whole summer in Detroit.
Oh man, I heard Detroit girls mad cool though. Everybody I met from Detroit is super cool though.
Oh yeah,
I got to go up there.
Back then they had it was Detroit was territorial though.
Oh, I mean, Detroit ain't no joke.
You couldn't be caught on the east side or the west side. West side guys can go east side or whatever. And then they had Cooley High back then.
So you stayed neutral.
So me and my friend were we moved places where he told me we could go.
Yeah.
Even when it came to playing basketball on some of the courts, we could play basketball on only certain courts.
Okay, makes sense.
But I did. I did them Detroit boys up with my diamond. I still had a diamond. That jump shot was even in.
Wait. You called your jump shot the diamond.
That was a diamond.
What's that mean?
Because like, every time
that's my birthstone.
Every time it hit the nets, when the nets would shape up, and come back down, it's like a diamond. When they go up like that, it's a diamond.
Don't.
I seen it happen. Think about it. We had chain nets back them days. We ain't had no cloth net.
So you was a little cocky. Well, But you was humble cocky.
I was humble cocky. I mean, I ain't talk mess on the
you showed up.
Court. I just showed up. I was quiet, assassin.
Okay. That's cool.
I represented.
That's what you do. I go to work. Just like my tagline on my beats. That's my beat. When my beats come on, they say I go to work.
Like Kumo D, like a doctor. I go to work like a doctor.
Like Kumo D.
Like Kumo D.
Okay. All right. All right. So now we finna get into some adulthood real quick. What made you decide that, like, when you was in high school, did you know what you wanted to do, wanted to be? Were you still finding out about yourself? Like, what made the Army come to?
I think when I was in high school, I did enter into junior ROTC.
Okay.
And my uncle at the time was in the military, Tom Green.
Tom.
And I went
Tom Green. That's cool. That's cool.
Tom Green. And I went into the junior ROTC as a cadet, where we wore, the uniform on Wednesdays, and so I knew then that if I didn't make it athletically, that I would be joining the military. That I would go into the military.
Okay.
I felt that I was strong enough, and
mentally or physically,
and independent enough that I could go in the military.
Strong enough
mentally and physically.
Okay, both. Okay.
Because I had some guys come with me. One of my friends that was stronger than I was physically, but mentally he wasn't able to cut the mustard.
Cut the mustard?
Yeah, I mean he wasn't able to pass basic training. He couldn't cut the mustard.
That's some of the oldest phrases. Cut the mustard.
Because you got to be able to cut the mustard.
But there's so many other things you can cut. You can cut bread.
Yeah, bread don't sound right. You got to cut the mustard.
Cut the mustard sound right, but cut the bread don't sound right.
That's too easy. Because you can see the bread. You can cut the bread.
Mustard is a liquid. What you mean it's too easy?
Exactly. You got to be able to cut the mustard.
With precision.
Cut it up.
All right, we getting off. So
I know you want me to say spread the mustard, but there no spread.
I didn't want you to say
mustard.
it. That's not. I don't. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, cut the
But
mustard.
what I'm saying is, okay. So then, all right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and warn you now. I had the podcast with Mama.
Go ahead.
I had the podcast with Mama. Now she has her version of how you guys met in the Army. So I want to see if it match up. Now hold on.
Okay.
But before we even get to that, I want to know where you were sent off to for basic training and all that stuff.
August of 1981.
7 years before King was born.
August 81. I was sent off to basic training in Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Shout out to South Carolina.
There was such a influx of military members at the time where one was held back, so they had to move us to Fort Gordon,
Okay.
Georgia.
Shout out to GA.
Augusta, Fort Gordon.
Shout out to Augusta. There's some country niggas in Augusta.
Where
I know a few.
that was the most terrifying place I had been in my life as a young man.
Augusta?
Not just Augusta, but the people that were governing us at the time, the drill sergeants.
Oh, okay.
Were of a different species.
They were tough.
Unlike I had ever known.
Now, wait. I got to know about this. Is interesting. Now, what, like, they were just, like, what was making them so tough? Like, they were.
There was a time when I were at the reception station, and drill sergeant Foster at the time, we didn't know who he was, but he interviewed me with pretty much the conclusion was that he was going to be my God.
Ooh, man.
And then from the 2-3 hour bus ride from Fort Jackson to Fort Gordon on the Greyhound bus, we were not told to not breathe, sleep, eat. Anything we had to do, we had to raise our hand.
That don't make sense. Not breathe. That don't make sense. You know you got to breathe.
Well, he didn't want to hear breathing.
He don't want to hear breathing.
No.
Jesus.
The fact that us getting to Fort Gordon and then the drill sergeants waiting on us, about 12 of them, as we were told to move off the bus, and you got 60 seconds to get off the bus, and 40 seconds have already passed. So there was a herd of young men jumping over seats and everything off the bus, and that every time we came out the bus, there was a duffel bag thrown at our chest, knocking us back across the road onto the ground like cattle.
And this is for the Army.
That is when I was introduced to the Army.
You was introduced to being a man.
A man. You wasn't no time, but at that point, you want your mama.
Yeah, okay. So that was the first time in your life you was like, I think I want my mama.
That's when you wanted your mama.
Okay.
You know, and but you couldn't get mama then. So that was just my experience and throughout basic training where it kind of it molded me.
How many? I asked mama this, but how many miles did you have to run? Like what time you had to get up?
We got up at 4:30 a.m. And we didn't run miles at the time. We got up and did exercise on rocks.
On rocks?
Little pebble rocks. We did push-ups.
With no shoes on?
Sit-ups. No shoes. Only a T-shirt and military outfit was short pants. Well, gym shorts.
Yeah.
And we were out there doing jumping jacks, push-ups.
I'm sure these
low crawl.
These wasn't dull rocks. These probably sharp rocks.
Little sharp Georgia rocks. Right.
Ooh, man.
At 4:30 a.m.
So you know Georgia real well. You know Georgia soil real good.
Yeah. And there were times when you would look up and you see that drill sergeant and he looked like God. If you didn't know who God was, when you see him shining on that platform, and when he told you to move, you move.
And I know because you was 18 at the time?
I was 18 years old.
I know to an 18-year-old man, these big grown men, you like, man, I don't know. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, they were
Very intimidating.
very intimidating, to say the least. But it was all a mental game.
They got to push you there because in when it comes to saving lives and being in war, you ain't got time to be scared.
Yeah, everything they did was to push your mental capacity, see where you would break.
Yeah. And
as
you
long
didn't
as
break.
you didn't break, then you were okay.
And you didn't break, obviously.
And I didn't break.
You know what? And I got that gene because I'm a boss, and I don't break.
Don't
I
break.
keep it going. Ain't nothing gonna stop.
No matter what they did to us, low crawler
Yeah.
under the barracks, in the dirt, roll over like you're a bug. Whatever they wanted to do, we did it. We didn't break.
Cam said, I got more heart than Kevin. Because it's his last name, Cam Ignorant. But because he said in the gym, I don't stop. I got to keep going.
That's right.
I get it in.
That's right.
Well, I'm in there. I don't play games. I rock with it.
Yeah.
And but you got to have heart, especially in this industry that we in with this comedy and this entertainment. Like all of my boys, like that's what I love about each and every one of them. We can't have a heart to give up. We got to, because what's the point of giving up? We done came too far. We in our 7th year. Gotta have heart.
You guys are like links in the chain.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, as long as you hold on to each other, there's going to be a strong unit.
Oh, yeah. Ain't too many chains out there like us.
That's right.
Ain't too many chains out there like us.
You need those chains to spin those spokes.
Exactly.
You know, so
you dropping knowledge right now. You hear that, people? You need the right chains in order to put on the bike to spin the spokes.
That's right. Well,
you heard
the wheels start moving, you got to go forward.
You got to go forward, and ain't no going backwards.
Right. Ain't no going backwards, going forward.
It's real life.
That's why you keep those links in the chain.
Now, so here we go. Now, you were shipped to California at what age?
I went to California at the age of, that was 1981. I PCS from Germany, Stuttgart, Germany.
Oh, so you had already been to Germany once before me.
Before you were even thought about, before
you was already in
met your mom, I was in Germany 2 years, from 1981 to 83.
Now let me back up real quick before you go to my mom. I just want to know, like, how was it? That was your first time out the country.
Yes, first time.
First time going to Germany, Stuttgart.
First time in a whole different country. Exactly.
In Stuttgart. Now, I know a young lady in Stuttgart. And she's beautiful. Now, I know when you got to Germany, that's a whole nother land. Like that's a whole nother. That's a different. That's a different everything from American culture, from American women, from American food, from American anything.
Yes.
How did that affect you? Were the women like, especially you in the army, you fit. You know what I'm saying? You young, you chocolate, you handsome.
I could say in Germany, when I got there in 1981, 82 actually, when PCS over there from Fort Gordon. That was a long ride.
That's about a 10 hours, 12 hours?
As a young man, not knowing anything about that country and having a brown envelope in my hand and a Class A uniform and looking fresh, and being bused to a Stuttgart concern in Germany. It was my first time knowing that I was truly on my own at that point.
Okay, by yourself.
And once I was inducted in the barracks and got to know a few cats. Matter of fact, they were white guys, and they took me under their wings and kind of taught me the ropes.
Okay, that's good.
They taught me the ropes, and they were into music. And, I love music.
Oh yeah,
back in the day, and they had all this cool electronic equipment, tape decks, reel to reel.
Oh, so they really kind of inspired you.
Oh yeah, they had.
That's cool.
They had some serious equipment.
Yeah.
and so they would let me, experience, play with it, things like that. So that was real good. But the the military women, I want to say, first of all,
Yeah.
shout out to the military women.
Shout out to any
when I
military.
was Stuttgart, especially the Air Force women that were on the concern were tasty treats.
Tasty treats.
Very tasty treats because it was something about the way they carried themselves and their uniforms. They wore skirts.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and everybody was professional during duty hours.
Uh-huh.
After hours, there was a whole different atmosphere. So
We ain't got to get into that.
So
but
being
it's
a
all
young man
different.
that I was, like you said, a strapping, young, handsome, chocolate brother, wavy hair, cool, and everything.
Okay.
I was able to. I looked younger than I was. At being 18, 19, I looked like I was 16. So there were many opportunities for me to be blended in with the younger
Yeah.
dependents.
Yeah.
Which one Lily fell in love with me, being 19. Lily, beautiful Philippine black girl. Oh my God!
Oh man,
gorgeous,
that sounds beautiful.
And she was the talk of the school, and I happened to be at lunch one day in the cafeteria, what you call the food court or whatever, and they were and she spotted me and wanted to know was I in the military, and of course I was.
This
in
was
my
in
uniform.
Germany.
Yes.
Okay.
But her daddy didn't like me. Daddy was daddy didn't he didn't like.
He wasn't too fond of you.
He
And you didn't even do nothing. He just didn't like
They
you.
called us GIs then. They didn't want no person messing with the GIs.
Oh, okay.
Government issue.
Yeah,
We were
government
called
issue.
government issue
Yeah.
people there. Okay. So the GIs were not allowed to fraternize with any members that were not in the service.
Okay.
But I violated that many times.
Yeah,
I must say, me.
Yeah, because you're a boss. You're a king. You do what you want.
Due to the fact that there was a need for a brother like me to be appointed. I went to their prom and everything like that because I was cool. And even
You was
I was young, and the brothers like me that was at the school. I had just got out of high school, so
Yeah.
it was no big deal.
Yeah.
Until a teacher told me one time I was on campus while I was late in class, and I said, "I'm in the military." But
Exactly.
yeah, so the German women was very. They were very. Once I got out of that area and I met another girl from New York. Oh my God, she was beautiful too. Sister girl, big bamboo earrings, the whole 9 yards.
From New York. I know she had that New York accent, that slang.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And she was beautiful.
You was living a life.
Yeah,
You was living a life in the military.
It was Christina Rodriguez.
Christina Rodriguez.
Yeah, it was a German girl that was giving me milk baths.
Wait. Wait. Milk baths.
Yes, a German lady. She used to come pick me up, and she would take me to her house and give me a milk bath. She said because she loved the way my skin looked, because our skin was so smooth back then. It wasn't
Wait, so it would just be milk in the what?
milk bath.
I know your skin was glowing at the milk bath.
Yeah, she said this way I would maintain my color, my elasticity in my skin, and
So she just really loved she loved.
She was fascinated by the way that black skin looked on a human being.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful though.
Yeah.
That's actually really beautiful.
She was fascinated by that. fascinated by it.
So when I go to Germany, any German girls listen to this podcast, if you don't give me a milk bath, I can't rock with you.
Yeah, you got to give my son a milk bath. Ask your grandmas, your aunties, whatever that is that you need to go to.
And this was a German girl.
Straight up German.
Sure, it's a pure German.
Beautiful German. Had a BMW. She picked me up in front gate.
She picked you up in a BMW and gave you a milk bath?
At the front gate.
Nigga, you was living a life.
I was late for work most of the time.
And she was older, I'm guessing.
Yeah, she was about, like, at the time, she was probably about 25.
You had a 25-year-old girl at 18?
That's right.
Giving you a milk bath.
Yeah,
you was that dude.
I was that dude.
You was really that
I
dude.
was that dude. And I didn't know how it could happen to me.
But you was that dude.
But I was that dude.
Because you was smooth. You was smooth like me. That's where I get it from.
I was that dude.
You had the gift of gab. You talked to them nice. You know what I'm saying? You gave them a little education. You let them learn themselves a little bit, and they really accept. And you had a genuine heart.
Yeah,
you had a genuine heart.
Most of the heart, the gentle kindness,
Yeah.
you know, that you protrude outside, you know, from yourself. That a person picks up that you can be trustworthy. You know, you're nice. You know,
Yeah.
You're a gentleman and things like that.
Now,
And
I heard you say the name Christina Rodriguez. Now, what nationality was Rodriguez?
she's Puerto Rican,
Oh no, full Puerto Rican.
possessive, obsessed. I have a bite mark on my hand that she left there years ago.
A bite mark.
Her teeth mark in my wrist. Yeah, her teeth mold was in my wrist for a long time in my life.
She bit you that hard.
Yeah, she bit me that hard. 'Cause I want to go to the club, but she didn't want me to go to the club that night. Now, I'm only like 20, about 18, 19 years old. Why can't I go to the club?
You ain't telling me I can't go to the club. I'm grown at this point. I'm by myself. I can go to the club.
Yeah,
So you was chilling with her, and you was like, "I'm going out."
I'm going out. Yeah, I'm going up to the club.
And she was like, "No, Poppy, you not going."
And she know all the German girls were gonna be in the club.
Oh, they was gonna be hunting.
Well, German girls were always in the club. They were always in the club.
Yeah.
So, she stood in front of the door and she barricaded herself and she said, "I'm not going nowhere."
We don't. As a king, you don't.
No,
I can't. No.
so I tried to get past her, and then she grabbed me and bit me like a shark. You know, so.
I know you yelled at her.
Oh yeah. But at the end of the day, I still got dressed and went out.
Oh yeah, because you supposed to. What you supposed to do?
Yeah.
That's what you was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Get dressed, go out. All right, man. I could talk for days about this, man. That's because that's so interesting. How was the clubs in Germany? They played.
The Maddox was off the chain.
Maddox.
I mean, that one of the clubs called the Maddox, and then we had another one downtown Stuttgart. I forgot the name of that was, but the clubs, the military club, the downtown clubs was totally off the chain. There was no way that you could go to the club and not be able to conversate with a young lady and not leave with her.
Oh. No way.
No way.
And see,
Because
the thing is,
German
I'm sure they was
girls
all beautiful.
German girls love the brothers.
To this day.
To the point they just love the brothers.
It's like that to this day, I heard. Because I got a couple friends that have been over there.
And they drove some bad cars.
So if you was going out to the Maddox, you pretty much you knew that you was going home.
But mind you now, we didn't we went out dressed. We talking about trench coats, slacks, shirts, hats, scarves. We didn't go out in no jeans.
Y'all wasn't playing.
Yeah, no, it wasn't no jean type of thing. There was no matter of fact, we didn't even wear jeans to the club.
Okay.
You dressed to impress. And that's how it was the whole time.
In Germany. Now we running on. I just want to. I do got to go to now. This is the pivotal point in your life. This is where everything changes.
Let's go.
California.
Oh yeah, Cali.
You get to California now. From what I know, you get to California and you happen to be in the car with a young lady riding somewhere. Tell me about this young lady that was in this car when you was riding.
Young lady.
By the name of Pamela.
Okay, I get to Here we go. I get to California. A PCS from Germany.
Yeah.
I went on home.
Tell the people what PCS stands for.
A permanent change of station.
Okay.
It's a permanent change of station. I left from Stuttgart, Germany, and I went home on vacation for 35 days to Sarasota, Florida, en route to my next duty station, which was going to be Fort Irwin, California.
Okay.
I flew into Ontario, California, which was about 170 miles away from my place where I was going to be stationed at, with $32.
That's all you had to your name?
At the time, I hadn't got paid on the military side.
That's real life.
Real life.
$32.
They gave money to travel with, but
I'm mad you remember that. You
spent.
You remember that $32.
I only had that, and there was a guy, a Marine guy. He was going the same way I was going, but we were thinking that the taxi. We didn't know how many miles it was.
Yeah.
But we were in the taxi, and it got up to $160.
Oh no.
And me being the man that I was, I told the young man at the time I would pay him back when I got my first paycheck.
Okay.
He gave me some information. I gave him mine.
And you paid him back.
I paid him back.
Okay,
I paid
that's
the
good.
Marine back.
That's good. Man of his word.
So when I went to Fort Irwin, from there I took another bus to Fort Irwin, California, and my first day of in processing, we call it. You're in process. You go through different areas of the military, the medical, dental, finance. You get paid, clothing, all this stuff. I was in the dental facility getting my teeth checked, and there was a young lady sitting across from me. And I noticed that, me being the man I was, chocolate smooth brother, I was a PFC, E3 at the time.
You had your rank.
Yeah, I'm coming in hard. You
done been out overseas.
I done been overseas.
Yeah.
I done seen the world. And I see this young lady sitting there with mosquito wings. She had one wing on her uniform. That's like one bar.
Yeah.
I got 3 bars.
You got 3 bars. Veteran in here.
So I'm looking at it, and she trying not to look.
She keep giving me looks.
Yeah, she trying not to look, but she knows. I got my uniform pressed. I'm clean. Boot shine,
smelling good.
Look, I'm PFC.
Yeah, that's
US
what you do.
Army.
Yeah,
got a patch. Where I can't. She ain't got a patch on. She naked sleeves. She ain't got nothing on her yet.
That's what she did. She did say that.
She got a name that said Brown in U.S. Army.
She did say that.
She had.
So the story is going good so far.
Yeah. So she's sitting there, and then we exchanged pleasantries. How you doing? She said I'm from North Carolina, and I said I'm from Sarasota, and we started talking, and we didn't. I kind of knew that maybe she may be going to the same, not unit, but barracks location where I was going to be at.
Yeah.
Because I was in the Signal Corps and she was in the Medical Corps. And the medical people had the 3rd floor, and we had the first 2 floors.
She did tell me that.
Now, I didn't know that I would have a chance of running to this young lady again, because I kind of had put it'd be nice to see her again. If not, then I'm good.
You put it out there in the universe, but you ain't really,
No, I ain't giving no flavor like that.
You ain't giving no flavor.
I ain't want to let her know I was sweating her. It wasn't no that kind of party, Yeah, it's the smooth slice.
Smooth.
So,
smooth slice in the building.
There was one particular day, I was in process, and then it was a Friday, and I had to wash some clothes.
Yeah. Now hold on. She did say y'all rode in the car together.
Yeah, we rode.
But she said she wasn't stunning you.
Yeah, we rode. We rode somebody else's car a guy named Gully.
Yeah, but she said
back to the barracks.
She said you was talking to her, but she wasn't really talking.
She wasn't really talking to me, but she was listening to me.
She was listening, and that's what matters.
I was planting the seed.
Okay. You let him plant the seeds. You're going to water them later, let them grow. Okay.
So I've been planting the seed. She had been, she had probably been world renowned back in North Carolina.
Let me tell you about Mama now. She said.
Brick House.
Yeah.
She called herself.
Yeah.
She said she was known as the Brick House.
Yeah. Now, she said and when I talked to her on the podcast, she homecoming queen. She was that girl.
Yeah. She was that girl. She was that girl, homecoming queen.
Yeah,
the Brick House. It had she liked light skinned brother, tall brother with the curly hair, whatever they had. I'm chocolate. It's a whole new era now.
Oh yeah,
Al B. Sure.
Welcome to it. King life.
Al B. Sure was gone. We were back, keep sweat days again.
Oh, okay.
Black brothers.
Nobody. You may be young.
So I think the way it went was I was on what you call CQ.
Mm-hmm.
I was in charge of quarters, because I was PFC.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching the floor and the barracks and everything, and and she came downstairs, because they got to use the laundry.
The laundry. Okay, this laundry mat sounds familiar.
And she happened to walk by my desk. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" She said, "How you doing?" I said, "Oh, you washing clothes?" She said, "Yeah." And I knew I was gonna get a break at some point in the evening, relief, because it wasn't a 24-hour duty.
Yeah.
4 hours off.
Yeah.
And so, she came down the first time, she had on the, she wasn't in her regular clothes. I think she had on some little shorts or something like that.
That's what she said. She had on those shorts.
She was trying, going back and forth my desk, going there and carrying the basket. Clothes, she was washing the laundry. And I asked her, on the last load, did you need any help?
Mm-hmm.
Carrying it upstairs. And she said, no. She said, I got it. I said, well, but it's funny though. But after this, she said she wanted, she was watching TV. I mean, it wasn't no movie. It was TV.
Yeah.
And I said, well, when I get off, I can come up there and watch, help you out, watch TV.
Now she said this, and I was like,
now, at the time, what Mama didn't know at the time was when one time she walked by, and I was on the phone talking to Christina Rodriguez.
Oh, okay.
And I, but when she walked by there, I had to hurry up and get off the phone because I think, God, dog, that girl, that's the same girl I met at the dental office.
Yeah.
That wasn't the dog to me, and like she was trying to be hard to get.
Yeah.
So I put that down, and and hurried upstairs to see what she was doing. And I got off of work, and the guy came to relieve me, and we watched a movie, some movie.
All right, all right. This is where
because she had a TV. I don't know how she had a TV. I didn't even have a TV.
This is what I told her. I said this was the Netflix and chill of the Army.
And then she quickly learned about
come on, man, come on now, chill.
She learned, no. I was telling her about my DJ stuff.
Okay, all right.
And I told her about my BMW.
Oh, you was flexing on. He said I told her about my BMW.
I brought all my game to her. Told her about the BMW that I had on the way that was coming. But it had to go through customs and everything, get the specs on it and everything. But
you didn't need to tell her that.
But at the time, it seemed like a good line. Because I didn't have a BMW.
You was like,
BMW.
You was like, yeah, I got a BMW.
I mean, coming from Germany, you had to have a BMW because a lot of the guys on the base had BMWs.
So you just had to do it.
I knew that she started. I didn't know if she was a car girl or not.
Yeah, so you just had to throw it out there.
Yeah, throw it out there.
Man,
but I ain't need to do that. Later on I learned that I ain't have to do that. But so we hit it off pretty well and everything. I went back to my barracks, back to my downstairs room that night, and I slept and I thought about it. And the next day I got my stuff in. A couple weeks later, we talking every now and then. But I was DJing in my room.
Hey, y'all heard this? Where DJ Slice was this. It's a slice
And
error.
I remember the guys playing basketball across the way, and I was
Yeah.
DJing. I had my big window open down there where it was a park bench right in front of my window.
Yeah.
Nice park bench right there. Had my window open there, and DJ Slice playing the music and everything. And here come this polka dot red dress, red and black polka dot dress. And she came down and sat right in front of my window, like you see on the bench, but on the top of the table. And she crossed her legs, and she was sitting there, and the guys were playing basketball in there. And I remember she was just sitting there, and I could see the wind blowing, a little breeze in her hair, and I was playing my music.
It was a romantic moment. You just felt it.
And the more I played the music, she just stayed there. She stayed there.
That's when you knew. You said this gonna be.
I thought she was taking the brothers out playing basketball.
No, she would listen to Slice. DJ Slice.
DJ Slice twice as nice. Cut creator, cool as ice. That's what you listen to.
Wait, what's the rap?
DJ Slice.
Yeah.
Twice as nice. Cut creator, cool as ice. All right. It's to the ones and twos, threes and fours. Don't forget to close the door. When we used to mix it up, you and your mama, she used to write on my. Matter of fact, I had her label all my albums when they came in.
So was that moment at the bench. You was like, "That's gonna be my wife." Like that.
I knew that there was a spark between me and her, but
you still wasn't sure yet.
I wasn't sure, but I didn't want nobody else to try to get it.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. You gotta lay claim.
And unbeknownst, the music must sound so good because she got off the bench and she came back through that side door and she came around and knocked on my door and came in the room.
Oh yeah.
She came in the room because she wanted to see where the sound was coming from. She knew who was making the sound, but she just wanted to see where
you
it was
working.
coming from. She would see me at work.
Hey man, shout out to the girls like to see us brothers work out here.
And she seen all the albums. She said, and I had some tape, and she said, I said, could you write my name on those for me? And I said, just put DJ Slice on.
Yo, this is the most beautiful thing. This is poetry.
And I had about 300 of them. She labeled all of them. We sat down, we talked, and she laughed at me because I was funny then. I just made some little jokes on the microphone.
That's
and
where I get the
everything.
funny. That's where I get the funny bone from.
I let her talk on the microphone and stuff, and we got the, drinking a little bit. I don't think she drank, but I had a beer at the time or something like that. But she didn't drink, but she was so captivated by what was going on. She liked my vibe, and I liked her vibe, and from there we used to go. After that, it became a date.
Yeah,
everything was like a new adventure. We used to meet at the park, and we used to bring lunch, and we sit on the bench, and we talk, and we eat lunch. She go back to work, and I walk back to work. It was like romance I've never seen before in my life.
And you know what?
That was
I'm looking
romance.
for that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful right there.
That was total romance.
Now, we're going to speed up a little bit because we're running down on time. I got to wrap it up a little bit. I mean, I could talk forever, but, we'll have to do a part 2 one day.
Yeah,
but
part 2.
And plus, we hungry. We got to get something to eat.
Yes, sir. Get something in the belly.
Now, April 1st, 1988 was the day that another king was born into the throne. Because the daddy got to retire one day. You know what I'm saying? So
yes,
April 1st, 1988. How did that day change your life?
Oh wow, that was that day was an awesome moment in my life as a young man, as a man.
How old were you at the time?
At the time, I was 25 years old, 24 going 25. And she had called me, and she was at the commissary, and I was at work, and she said, Steve, my water had broke. And rushed her to Heidelberg Hospital. He was born in Germany.
Heidelberg, Germany. She said one man guessed it was going to be on April 1st.
Right. And she went actually on the 30th of 31st
31st of March.
Endured labor for at least 18 hours. I think it was about close to.
I was hard headed.
18 hours.
I was hard headed. I wasn't ready to get out.
My wife tore up to the floor up. She was breathing. I was breathing with her, and we were trying to do it at the same time.
It was a scene.
I went back to the coaching things I learned when she was pregnant. We did a whole hammock maneuver, everything. She was every time contraction would come, I would start breathing with her.
Yeah,
and She looked at me and like, I'm gonna get you. So at the hour of, I think around that morning.
Yeah, she said that was a morning, baby.
The particular anatomy of the body was exposed, and there was the birth of my son,
Stevie Jerome Green Jr.
And there was no doubt
Mm-hmm.
in my mind that what his name was gonna be.
No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt. You was gonna have a junior.
They didn't even have to ask me. I would give him the name when they was pulling him out. And he was alone. And they started putting the things in my baby eyes and putting shooting them in the feet and everything. And it was a beautiful moment. It was such a beautiful moment that I had created a life, helped create a life that would someday emulate me as a man, a father.
I emulate it because we look alike.
A husband.
We look alike.
I'm looking forward to those days.
And those days are coming.
Yeah.
And okay.
So to be here at this moment,
on a podcast.
in this time of my life, in 2016, after the new year, I could truly say God has blessed me most abundantly, more than my expectations, more than things that I've seen.
Yeah.
That I am honored to be a part of his development into this era of his life. That I know that there are treasures ahead, as far as not even had to be financial, but just the fact that he's a gift to all those that he touched in his life. He's a gift. He's my gift to you, to his fans, to his roommates, to everyone he come in contact. And I'm so proud to share a part of this era of my son's life, and I love him to death with all my heart. And I just thank him for being able to give me an opportunity to say that.
Hey man, I wasn't trying to get emotional. You're gonna make me emotional in here, but I really truly appreciate it. I thank you for sitting down with me. I thank you for sharing your story, sharing your life. We definitely gonna do a part 2. Who knows? It might not be until next year, but we're gonna do another part 2, and we'll pick up some of my childhood things, because we got Panama stories. I talked a little bit about Panama, my mama, and we got a lot of it's so much we could talk for.
We got stories in Air, Massachusetts too.
In Massachusetts,
the potty.
Yeah, my potty story.
Don't forget about the potty.
It's a lot that we could be talking for 4 hours if we wanted to. But thank you for sitting down with me. Dormtainment fans, thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. Dad, I love you. I love everything you taught me, all the growth we've been through together, all the blessings we've shared. Thank you for my little brothers, Joshua and Gideon.
Yes.
Both of my little brothers.
Yes.
We're gonna be the 3 kings. We're gonna do make you proud. So thank you. Love you. Dormtainment fans, holla at y'all when I get back with the guys. Get ready for 2016.
Yes.
You wanna leave them with any words of advice?
my words of advice to all that listen is stay focused on your dreams, your passions. Live life to the fullest, and keep it in mind that we all are under one King, and that's God, the Almighty, the Creator. The Alpha and Omega. Be true to yourself and be true to those who love you, and endear the time that you have with them, and cherish the memories. God bless each and every one of you.
You heard it from DJ Slave himself. Up to it, down to it.
Damn those who don't do it, because I'm going to keep doing it as long as God allows me to do it.
Hey, we out this thing, man. Mahalo.
Holla.